Hi friends, welcome back. I'm Tina from It's a Wonderful Plan. Today I am going to be setting up my Jane's Agenda holiday planner. Finally! Oh my gosh, I am late. It is already the first week of December has gone by and I am just now getting to this. You know what? Life happens and that's just the way it is sometimes. Here to tell you, it's okay. If you don't have your December or holiday planner set up yet, it's okay. I've already done some preliminary setup as far as like what I want in this planner. So I'm going to go through it with you as I'm setting it up. And then I'm also going to be talking about some of the inserts and how I plan to kind of like change things around a little bit to fit my needs. I do get the deluxe subscription box. If you're curious about that unboxing for December, I will be sure to link that for you here. You can go take a look. I am using the cover that we received and the back cover. So I'm actually just going to take all of the guts here that I've got ready to go, and I'm going to set them to the side because I need to start with the front and the back cover. Now these covers are clear and they have printing on the front here. Isn't that beautiful? 'Tis the season to be jolly. Hopefully, let's see, I'm going to bring it over here. Yeah, if you could see it better there. You'll definitely see it better once I have like the dashboard behind here. But I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. And then here's the back cover. That's really pretty. I love it. I'm loving the traditional Christmas colors. I do celebrate Christmas, so I was really happy that we have like some traditional colors here for the season. Now these covers do have a protective film, but the protective film is not on the front, it's actually on the back. All right, so this one actually is already like puckering up here. I usually like to take it off the straight side first, and if I have trouble pulling it up, I will grab like a tweezer to help me with it. And let's see, I usually have a different tweezer, but I've had these for a while. I haven't used them. So I'm like, oh, let me give them a shot. And now I remember why I really haven't used them, because they really don't work the same way my regular tweezers do. I just thought I'd pull them out because I thought, oh, they're really pretty and they look really nice. And sometimes things that look really pretty maybe not be the most functional, right? Okay, so I really don't want to stop to get my other tweezers. So we're just going to kind of muddle through this a little bit. Okay, but we're keeping things real here. So here's my tip to you. I like to use like a needle nose tweezer, and I like to get it from the straight side first because when it sticks, those little pieces of plastic, they end up being like glitter. You know how hard glitter is, right, to pick up. And that's kind of what happens with these. So that's why I like to start on the straight side and then work my way this way. And then slowly take it off the punched edge, making sure that I am getting everything here. I feel like I'm losing my voice. My voice is like doing a cracking thing. So hopefully I'm not getting sick, but anyway. All right, so here it is. The protective film is off. I had already taken the protective film off of the front cover when I did the unboxing. So I like to put the right sides together, and then I will put my discs on. So I'm using these beautiful red discs. I love them, and I have a 1¼ inch, and that's what I'm going to be using. And I like to kind of do them together, the front and the back cover, kind of like at a little bit of an angle here. And I like to do it slowly because this is a beautiful material, but if you tend to kind of like pull the covers off a little too quickly off of the discs, you can end up like bending the covers where they're punched, or, you know, really even cracking them if you're, you know, not careful. So I like to make sure that I warn everybody when I'm putting these on and show you like a really nice technique to do it. Look how pretty that is. Okay, and then I am pairing this with my nori green wrap, and this one will fit a 1¼ inch disc. So this is going to be perfect for this. I didn't really need to have like bigger discs because I don't really need to like have that much in here. Okay, so the covers will have this back folder here, and you're gonna slide the back cover in here and push that all the way in. There we go. Okay, now I'm gonna open this up. There we are. All right. Very, very nice. Okay. So now I'm going to grab everything that I'm going to load in here. And now I'm thinking, you know what? I want to take this out. Sorry, I'm changing my mind because I'm going to take it out like that because the strap is going to get in the way. And I want to make sure that you could see everything without that being an obstruction. I have a lot of things here that are mostly from the subscription box, but then there are some items that I went and I pulled out of like my archive. These are the two dashboards that I received that like coordinate with the cover, but these have two different images on either side here. So I love these. I love the ornaments, and then I love the candle. And honestly, I couldn't decide which one I wanted to go underneath the cover, but I decided to go with the candle. So that's the one that's going to go over here. Popping this one in here. I love that I can see like all of the ornaments. They're so pretty. And I think that that looks just really, really beautiful. It was really hard for me, honestly, to decide what I wanted to put behind this cover because everything looked so pretty behind here. But I think that this is my favorite, so I'm going to go with that. And then we also received, this is a clear dashboard, that same material that is made for like the cover, although I think this might be a little bit more flexible. Anyway, it has December printed on there. It's so pretty. I love the white color ink on there. And we also got this dashboard in this. I love it. Look at that house. Isn't that gorgeous? All snow covered, and I really like the way that that looks. So I wanted that to be like the story that I saw when I opened up my planner. Now, I am right-handed, so generally I like to hold my items in my left hand and then use my right hand to pop things onto the disc. That's just my technique. I like to share little tips and things like that with you while I'm setting up my planners. So that way, if you are new to disc planning, you know, you get some ideas for yourself on how to like handle the discs and the dashboards and things like that. And I have a lot of cards on the side here. So in this particular subscription for this year, these are the cards that I got, and they are all so pretty. And I know I'm going to want to tuck some up here. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but that's just the way it is. But I also have a lot of these cards that I had from previous years. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I have some ideas, but anyway, I'm going to kind of keep these to the side for now. I love this one. Dear Santa, define good. So cute. There's some other really cute sassy ones from like previous years that I have in here as well. So yeah, I'm going to just kind of put those to the side there and decide after I load this up. Okay, so that's that one here. Now this insert, we received this, I think this was from the November subscription box, the 12 days of planning. I thought that this was so cute. So I wanted to have this up here. And then on the back side is a holiday bucket list. And then these next few items, these are coloring dashboards that we received last year. And I colored this one last year. And that's one thing that I love to do during the holidays or during like really stressful times. I like to color. It's very relaxing for me. It's very zen. And I wanted to have these in here. So that way I can take my time if I'm having like, you know, a crazy day and I just kind of need to really just relax my mind. I could color in these really cute dashboards. So we received these, like I said, last year, but I only did the one. So I figure I'm going to bring these in here and keep on going with that. All right, so now I do have some side tab dividers, and these are plastic. These are the frosted ones. So on this side, they do have like a shine, but on this side, they are like matte, and you could see that it does have a frosted finish. Generally, I kind of like the idea of the matte. However, I'm using the shiny side simply because the ones that I had free to use, there were 3 of them that were just blank without any labels on them. Start this way, 1, 2, 3. If I flip them, I could, then I would have them starting down here and they would be like going, I don't want to say backwards, but it'd be going like from the bottom up. And I didn't really want that. So I figured I'll just use the shiny side up and I'll be fine with that. So I'm using these in here. I'm not going to even have this set up that long. It's just for the season. So I'm fine with it not being labeled. This first one right here, I love this dashboard. This reminds me so much of a place that my husband and I are going to be visiting. And I'm super excited. We're getting away for a few days. And it's, if you're familiar, it's Door County is where we are headed. I live in Chicago, and we love going up to Door County. It's about 4.5 hour drive from us. And yes, it's the middle of winter, but it is so pretty up there. There's not a lot of people, and everything's decorated for Christmas. It's just really, really beautiful and magical and Christmassy, and I love it. I'm super excited to go. So I wanted to bring this dashboard in here, and I also grabbed some of these trip planning inserts that we had gotten earlier this year. I'm going to use this notes page here. We go up to Door County pretty frequently, and there's certain places that we always like to hit, and then we always try to bring in like different places, you know, eat at different restaurants, shop at different stores, and see different scenery while we are up there each time. So I try to make myself a list so that way we make sure that we get in what we want to do. Here's an outfit planner. I really like outfit planners. It helps me pack. So I wanted to bring one of those in here. And then there is a packing list. And I really like this packing list because a lot of things are already filled in, like toiletries, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, soap, deodorant. You know, these are all things that I hope that we use. So I love that she kind of started a list here for us. And then there's open spaces that I can go ahead and fill in the other things. So I popped that in there. Okay, this next section, here's the divider. And then I'm going to show you what I'm bringing in here. This beautiful white vellum. And this right here is so pretty. This like little country snow-covered road. I love it. And that layers over that so beautifully. So I'm bringing this one in here. And I am bringing in these notes. Now, these, we did receive these last year, as well as these items. These, I think, were all from last year. But I love these note pages. So cute. And I can even color in the bow if I want. And then here's the next section that I'm bringing in here. And here's this vellum with the white, kind of like the leaves sticking out on the corners. I'm going to put this beautiful dashboard. I love this dashboard. It's one of my favorite. I'm not even sure what year I got it, but it's so pretty. It definitely is a couple years back. So I love it. So, so pretty. And then look at the back. It's got this plaid on here. So perfect. Okay. So this is an online order tracker, and I love this because I need to keep track of orders. I've already started using it. Okay. And then all of these other inserts are inserts that I received, I think it was the November subscription box, and it's the holiday like planning, meal planning, if you're hosting, that type of thing. So this insert right here, I already use this for Thanksgiving, the holiday menu planner, and that actually worked out really well. I never filled in the cooking timeline, but I didn't really need it. I mean, I needed it, but I already like had it all in my head. I just didn't put it down on paper, and I know that I'm not the only one that has done that before, but so I wanted to make sure that I brought in here another one. Wait, is this the same? Did I grab the right thing? Meal planning overview, menu. Oh, I think I grabbed the wrong one. I'm just going to bring this over. It's holiday meal planning pack is what it is. This is the one that I needed. The same one that I used for Thanksgiving. So yes, this is going to be the one that I used for Christmas. Really liked this one. This one worked out really nicely for me. And then this I grabbed. This is going to be my recipe because I make lasagna for Christmas. So that's like the big dish that we have for Christmas. And then of course, all the things that like go with it, you know, appetizers, side dishes, and all of that. So I'm going to write out the recipe on the recipe sheet. So I'll have it all ready to go and make my life a little bit easier. So this one here is a stocking stuffer tracker. I don't do stocking stuffers. So I'm going to be revising this. But for the meantime, I'm just going to pop this in here. So these are some inserts that I'm going to be making them work for me. So I think I'm going to do that in a different video though. All right, so this next insert right here, it says close friends and family. This is for gifts, for buying gifts. So this is designed like for one person here. Items, there's up to 12 lines here. The price of the item, the store that you need to buy the item from, whether you bought it, and then whether you wrapped it. I'm also going to be revising this to make it work for me because I don't need 12 lines for one person. Every family is a little bit different, but like I said, I think I'm going to do a separate video on how you can like change this insert up and make it work best for you and your circumstances. This is on my wish list, which is really fun. I kind of like having a place to write things that I might want or pick up from, because of course there's all kinds of sales going on right now. So that's a really good place for me to jot down the things that I want to pick up for myself. All right, so I do have this page finder in here because I'm going into a different section, and I didn't have any more free side tabs. This comes in a set of 6, but the other 3 are labeled with other things and they're in different use. So those were the only free ones that I had to work with. So I figured I'm going to use some page finders and that will work out perfectly for me. So I'm popping this page finder in here. It's so cute. It's got these like little trees on here. And I'm going to use this dashboard with the beautiful Christmas sweaters. Isn't that pretty? Popping this in here. And I'm adding in a goals insert. So now this obviously is not holiday related, but end of the year is coming. We want to set some goals for ourselves. I definitely want to set some goals for myself for 2026. And this insert has a lot of information in here. I mean, it is just like super packed. And I'm not sure if these are available in the shop, but these are awesome. If I do find that they're available in the shop, I will go ahead and put a link down below. I am an affiliate of Jane's, so if you do decide to purchase anything, I greatly appreciate if you consider using my affiliate link, and you will find that down below in the description. I just want to pop this insert in here because I want to keep it handy. All right, the next insert, look at that page finder, isn't that cute? This is actually from last year, and I'm going to use that one in here. And this is a projects insert. So this is another insert that we received. This has got some ending dates in here for 2026, how to fill out a Gantt chart. And here's the chart. And then here's the project. So I just wanted to keep this insert handy and make sure that I don't forget about it because it's a really, really good tool to use. And I'm going to see how that works out for me. So I'm going to put that in here. All right. And then this is the very last dashboard that I'm bringing in here. So cute. All right, let's flip this. All right. So it's not a super stuffed planner just because I really kind of like thinned everything out. Okay, it looks so pretty. I love it. I love it with the nori green wrap. I love the way that came together. The green and the red discs. Okay, now I need to clip a lot of these things. Okay, so I'm going to use my magnetic clip. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to go ahead and put the cards that I want to use over here. So then that way I know what I have left to use on the inside of the planner. Okay, so this one is definitely coming in here. I love it. Merry and bright. And I don't know, it fits better behind that pen loop. I don't use the front pen loop. So, but I think it's okay. It's not really obstructing the wording. Merry and bright. I love it. And then I have these other ones, and I really want to bring this one in here, Dear Santa, Define Good. And I think that this is really cute. This is pretty, but I don't really care for it up there. So I'm liking this. I think I want to bring this up here. I like that little birdie. I think that that's kind of cute. All right. Yes, I like the way that that looks. All right. So now I have this right here. I'm going to use my my clip. This is the Nori clip. It's a magnetic clip. I'm not sure if these are still available. She just had a really big Cyber Week sale, and this was in like last chance section, and I think that they might be sold out. But if they're not, that's where you would find them, in the last chance section. But I like to use the magnetic clips on my covers because then that way it doesn't damage, like a regular paper clip could scratch up the plastic covers. I also do not like to use any paper clips on this side because I don't want the clips to damage and scratch the covers here either. So that's one of the things I like to make sure that I use the magnetic clip here. All right, so that one is set and ready because when this flips open, I want it to have a nice clean flip. I don't want it to be where I have to go through a few layers to open up my planner. Okay, so now I have this really pretty story here, and I could put something here if I wanted to. Let's see. What do I have here? Oh, that might be cute. Just says Mary. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Worry is a misuse of your imagination. I like that one, but that's not super Christmassy. Let it snow. That one I want over here. Be naughty, save Santa the trip. Oh my gosh, see the sassy ones. Dear Santa, before I explain how much do you already know? That's such a good one. Sweet but twisted, does that make me a candy cane? Oh, that's so funny. I like that one. Okay, and then I thought there was, no, yeah, I got the other sassy one here. That's really funny. I think that's kind of cute too because it just kind of like fits right here, right? I don't know. I might change it. Okay, the Let It Snow, I definitely want it attached to this. Okay. And whenever you're doing things like this, you want to make sure that you're not putting a regular paper clip near the magnetic clip because then it's going to grab onto it. So I'm going to clip down here, and I'm actually going to clip this on the inside because I think that that is perfect for that. Okay. Look at how cute these are. I don't remember what year I got these, but I got these from Jane's a while back. I'm going to use them. I'm going to break my own rule here, and I'm going to use this on here, but I think it'll be okay. Like I said, I don't generally like to use paper clips on the like plastic covers or dashboards because I don't want to scratch them, but I think it'll be okay. I think I need to kind of finesse this a little bit because it's really popping up. Okay, that works. That's super cute. Okay, so now here is one of my tips. I like to grab washi, and you can grab whatever washi you want. A washi works really nicely to keep your cards in place. So I'm actually going to grab this one here. It's a little wide, but I'm going to cut it this way. First, I'm going to tear it down the center. Okay, and then I'm gonna, I think, cut it a little bit smaller here. So that way that stays on there. And then I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna roll it back onto itself. And I'm going to place it behind the card. So that way it stays. And then that's like one flip. So I'm not like having to flip through a bunch of layers. Okay, now we're going to move on to the next one because again, these are all like kind of floppy here. So I do have 3 of the snow clips or 3 of the snowflake clips. So I am going to use that right there. And I always like to put these near the tab so that way when I flip them, it all stays together. If you put it down here and you grab the tab, then this separates. See that? So you want to put the clip by the tab. And I think that's kind of cute anyway because it kind of just like sticks out. Okay, so now I need to secure this because it's just going to move around on me and I don't want that. So I'm going to come over here. Now I could use Christmas washi, but I'm just going to go ahead and use this. This is washi that I had received in a previous subscription box. This is also from Jane, but I don't think that this is in the shop anymore. Do I need that big of a piece? I'm not sure yet. You know what? I'm okay with that. It's kind of cute. All right. Super cute. Okay, so that's that section. Now I have 3 layers here, so I definitely need a clip. And grabbing my last snowflake. Put that right there. I'm going to be doing the same thing. And whenever I like deconstruct this, I'll keep the like little washi that I used and I'll repurpose it and I'll use it in another planner. And it lasts a while, honestly. Like I've had this washi for a bit and it's worked really well for me. It's just that I have a few other planners already set up. My Jane's Agenda planners stack. All right, here we go. That's nice and easy. And that's getting a little thick, but I'm okay with it because this stays at home. It's, you know, not going anywhere. All right, and then I've got this last one here. Now this one, I'm going to use this clip because I'm out of snowflakes. So, oh, and I forgot, did I want to add any quote cards in here? No, because that one says peace. And I'm okay with that. That doesn't need a quote card. I could put a quote card here. Oh, this would be pretty. This is perfect. It's like it was meant to be. Look at that. How cute is that? All right. I love it. Okay. However, I don't know why this looks, because I feel like this is the back of the clip. Let's see. Yeah. And you know what? I'm just going to do a little washi on the back. And you know what? I'm going to use this little tiny piece that I had ripped off. It's super little, but this way I will just put this on the back and that way it won't like flop around. And I think I'll be good. So as I was saying, this planner stays, you know, on my desk in my home. I'm not like throwing it in a tote or anything like that and, you know, hauling it other places. So it'll be perfectly fine. Okay. Love it. Okay. So now I have all these cute little leftover ones that I could tuck in here if I really wanted to, but I don't know. I think I'm good. I think that is really cute. All right. So let's do a little flip through here. And first let's close it up. Look at how cute that is. I love it. It's so cute. All right. And then I need a pen. This is actually from a different shop, but I'm going to use it in here because I think look at how pretty it looks. It looks so pretty. And I know that Jane, I don't have a gold pen that's going to like go with that. It just looks so Christmassy, right? It looks so holiday. I like it. Okay. So here's the planner all closed. You could see a top shot here. So this wrap, this is the nori wrap, and this is the Saffiano vegan leather. And this one does come in 2 sizes if it's still available. The 1¼ inch wrap. They do have this also in a 2-inch wrap, which means that the discs that you're using on your planner would be 2 inches. So I had purchased this one for the 1¼ and it works out perfectly. It's perfect for this. I love the way this looks. It's so pretty and festive. I have my cute journaling cards over here. 'Tis the season to be jolly. We're going to flip that open and there we go. Okay. Sweet but twisted. Does that make me a candy cane? I love that. That's so cute. And then this is so pretty. Oh my gosh. I love this whole look. It's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. And I have these inserts in here, my holiday bucket list. And then I've got my coloring pages that I can work on, which will be so fun. And then I have my tab here for our little trip with my little travel inserts that I'm going to need to fill out to get ready for our trip. And then I have this one right here is notes section. The next one is my holiday section for everything. I just decided to group it all together because I don't really need to have a bunch of different tabs because everything just goes together. It's really like one page inserts for all the different things that I'm going to need to get myself ready for the holidays. And yeah, super excited. I've already started buying a few gifts, so I'm just going to go ahead and fill in those pages. And then I'm using the page finders here for these other inserts for goals, so I can start reading and filling this out and working on my goals for 2026 with this insert, and then take whatever those goals are and whatever projects I have given myself, and I can use my project inserts, and they're all right there. I love it. Love, love, love the way that this worked out. Oh my gosh, I'm super, super excited. Okay, so that is it. It's all ready. I know that it's like, whatever, the first week of December is already gone, but like I said early on, life happens and it is what it is. I mean, I still like my house is decorated. We have to put our tree up. Started Christmas shopping. I just haven't put it all in my planner yet, but this is going to help me really kind of like have everything in one place and make sure that I get everything together that I need. I have to write things down. If I don't write things down, they live in my brain and it's not good. Like I start to feel like a lot of anxiety if I keep too much stuff in my head and don't get it down on paper. So I need my planners, and I like to have like seasonal planners set up, and I just love the way that it looks. I love the aesthetic. It's so pretty. It's just beautiful. It makes me really happy to look at in my office, on my desk. So I'm super, super excited. Love the way that this turned out. I hope that you like this video, got some tips for yourself. If you did like it, be sure to give me a thumbs up here. If you decide to purchase anything from Jane's shop, greatly appreciate if you consider using my affiliate link. I will have that down below for you. And thank you so much to those of you that have already used it. I know many of you have, and I'm so grateful to you for that. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for thinking about using it on your next purchase. And do you set up a holiday planner? Let me know. Drop it in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts about it. And what do you put in there? And I do want to work on those inserts. I want to show you how I'm going to like kind of change them up and make them work best for me. So if you want to make sure that you see that video, make sure that you are subscribed to me, hit the notification bell. That way you won't miss anything that I post. And if you watch this video all the way through till the end, leave me a Christmas tree emoji. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.